What is up, everybody? That's right. Your eyes are not deceiving you. We are together in the same place. We are in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are here, boots on the ground. It is Thursday. We just left the press conference. We can feel the vibes. It's getting closer and closer. How we feeling?
Oh man, I can't ask for anything more. This is my Super Bowl, my Christmas, my 4th of July, my Hanukkah, my Kwanzaa, all of that in one. I'm just counting down the hours till fight night. It feels like it's tomorrow, even though we still got 2 days to go. But we were just at the press conferences. Had a pretty big announcement we got to see as well.
Go ahead. You want to tell me what the announcement was for those that haven't seen?
Yeah, I may as well before we dive too deep into 290. So if y'all have ever heard of Georges St. Pierre, hopefully you have. He's top 5 UFC fighter of all time in most people's lists. He's about 42 years old right now. He's been retired for a little while, and he is coming back, not to MMA, but to competitive submission grappling on UFC Fight Pass. It's the thing that Glover Teixeira and Anthony Smith just went at it on, so you can still find some top guys in there.
Yeah, definitely. It was great to see GSP. Nobody knew. It was breaking news to all of us, breaking news to the media. He will be back December 14th in the grappling world, so always nice to see one of the legends of this sport back in anything competitive. Well, what vibe did you get? It was kind of our first time going to the press conference. What did you like, not like? What did you didn't expect, or what do you think?
Oh, what did I not like? I didn't like how they started it a little late and then ended it a little early when there was still probably 5 or 6 people in line waiting to ask questions, and I don't think we were ready for it to be done yet. But I understand they're on a tight schedule. They have the Hall of Fame induction ceremony going on right after, so I don't know, not too much you could do there.
Yeah, I definitely liked the energy. I definitely liked being able to see the guys up in person. Even when they were facing off, we were interested in seeing who was bigger and who wasn't. We kind of got a lot of scout from that we'll dive into coming in. But yeah, we talked about, I mentioned earlier, for obviously not for us because we love NFL, MLB, NBA. So, but if we were saying if you're just a UFC fan, this is your Super Bowl. This is it. So it's definitely great. It's definitely a fight week here in Las Vegas. No other sports really going on. I mean, we got Summer League here, but we got Wemby coming in tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, this is it. Can't ask for any more, man. So let's get it. Let's dive right into it. What we got?
One more note I had is that your Mexican community absolutely.
we were here. I should have brought my flag. We were here.
Y'all were. Oh man, definitely more Mexican representation than any other ethnicity or fighter support out there. Yair and Moreno were getting louder cheers than anyone. I guess Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
Bro,
if Yair and Moreno both win, there's gonna be a lot of Mexican babies born in a couple months.
In about 9.
Yes, for sure. Definitely.
That would be I'm not good at math. April. A lot of April babies, huh?
Facts. A lot of April babies named Yair.
Brendan. Yeah, probably Yair. That's better.
But man, let's get right into it. We're gonna go down with our breakdown here. We kick things off with the first fight of the night: Kamala Kirk versus Esteban Ribovics. I got. You can go first. I got a breakdown here.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too in the know on this fight. These guys weren't at the press conference, so we haven't gotten to see any extra boots on the ground intel from them yet. But I do like Ribovic for the value. He's a -150, right?
-150.
Yeah.
So what I got here is Ribovic 11-1. All 11 of his wins are finishes. He is -150. So I take a look at the lines here. The over/under is over/under is 2.5. They set the under 2.5 at -185. So they're saying Vegas likes the under. Okay, so if you like the under and they like Ribovic to win, that tells me Ribovic is going to win. And then all his 11 wins are finishes. So I got Ribovic inside the distance +130. That's my bet for this one.
That's some pretty damn good math right there.
I appreciate it. I try my best.
You're gonna be sweating early.
Yeah. First fight of the night, there's gonna be a sweat.
No fights off, huh?
No fights off at all. Our next fight we have here: Cameron Simeon versus Terrence Mitchell. One of your guys here, 19 years old. 22 years old. Sorry. 22. What do you like here?
Well, I've got to stick with my guy Cameron. I hyped him up before he got in the UFC, or maybe right after he made his debut, and he has not disappointed so far. Obviously, he's young. I feel like he comes out really fast, and that could be a detriment if Terrence is able to withstand the initial storm. But for betting purposes, I like Cameron Simon under a round and a half. Can you play it like that, or would it be?
Yeah, you can definitely play it like that.
Yeah.
It's under 1.5 minus 175. So
Whoa, dang.
yeah, so I am actually gonna fade you here. When you look at fights like this, Cameron Simon's minus 500, minus 530, 520, whatever. So obviously we don't have to know what that tells us. That tells us that Vegas likes him a lot. So then when I look at the over-unders and that's in those fights, obviously we don't bet that line. I look at the better guy is going to control the fight, which is obviously Cameron Samian from what the line's telling us, okay? So I look at Cameron's last 3 fights. All of his last 3 fights, he has 2 knockouts and 1 majority decision, and those knockouts are all in the 3rd round. So that tells me if he does knock him out or finishes, tends to do it late. So I'm going to go over 1.5 here, plus 145.
Spoke some logic into my brain right there. Fuck. Honestly, if y'all are listening, I'd probably go with that one too, because there's a lot more logic behind that pick than the one I threw out there. And which one are we rocking with next?
Let's go Jimmy Crute, Alonzo Menfield.
All right. How about the Aussies? We got, is it 5 or 6 Aussies on this card?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 Aussies.
6.
6 Aussies on International Fight Week. Bro, I was surprised that Volk was definitely not getting a louder pop than Yair, right?
No, for sure.
By a mile.
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of hometown as well. We're about probably 5-6 hours from Mexico.
Yeah.
We're like 18 on a plane from Australia.
Yeah. So we got Jimmy Crute here minus 135, Alonzo Menfield about even money. The line is vastly moving towards Jimmy Crute. It was about pick 'em earlier in the week, and now I think a lot of people are jumping on Jimmy Crute, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I don't know why. I could see it, but the more it gets towards this, it's like I might want to bet Menfield now, but forget the betting. Even though we're in Vegas, who do you like to win the fight if I give you even money?
I mean, based off their first fight, it felt like Crute was able – I mean, he's definitely the superior grappler, which can do a lot for you because you can win a whole round by getting 1 takedown.
Yeah.
But Menfield just looked so much better on the feet.
Yeah.
And I like Menfield to get the job done this time.
Yeah. At first glance, when I first obviously dove into this card, I really liked Alonzo Menfield. And then I just kind of I guess like everybody else, I let the public get to me. So then I kind of liked Jimmy Crute. But, yeah, I mean, for this line I'm seeing now, obviously the late line movement, I think it's a lot of premature line movement for Jimmy Crute. So, yeah, I mean, give me Menfield, and I can get Menfield at plus 120, plus 115. I mean, I'd bet that. I'd also possibly look at Jimmy Crute by submission, which is about plus 330 if you can get that. I'd bet that as well. Yeah, I mean, kind of a coin toss here. So, I mean, just find something that you like, find a way they think they're going to win. But if you have a lean, obviously I don't, then that's what you do.
Yeah, one of the good bets would be, I know certain books will have those bets where the odds aren't as good, but you can pick a method, but it only is valid if the fight ends inside the distance. So if it goes to a decision, they just void. So maybe do that Jimmy by submission.
Yeah.
Plus if the fight doesn't go the distance.
Our next fight of the night, we have Denise Gomez versus my favorite female fighter, San Diego alum, Yasmin Jauregui. Yasmin is minus 420. Denise Gomez plus 330. The over-under is at 2.5. Over 2.5 is minus 146. Under 2.5 is plus 116. I got to say, I am nervous about this. I don't like the line. Of course, I love Yasmin. I think Yasmin's going to win, but it's getting close to that number for me where I bet Gomes because I don't think it's that much of a difference. I'm going to try not to do it, but yeah, I since if I'm going to make a bet on this fight, I don't think I have it in me to bet Gomes. I don't think I do because I obviously want Yasmin to win. Yeah. I for sure want Yasmin to win. So I'm going to go under 2.5 plus 116 because I think if either fighter wins, I think they can both knock each other out. So I'm gonna say under 2.5 plus 115. Give me that, and Yasmin to win the fight.
I like that. You know, if you did go with Gomes there, it would have been like you're just a hardcore businessman.
Yeah.
Money's number one. But no, you're rocking with your girl Yasmin, and that is respectable because I know you had an internal conflict on this.
I did.
We'll see tomorrow, though. Or I guess 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. It's Thursday, brother. Don't get ahead of yourself.
And we have actually, I guess it's the second minus 1,000 favorite of the night out of 3, which is pretty wild. Jack Della Maddalena versus Josiah Harrell. And for, I'm just going to call him JDM. It's way easier and catchier. But I think you've got to go by a method if you're betting JDM here.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously, but
it's just what method, though.
I like knockout.
Yeah.
TKO, KO, maybe, honestly, round 2.
Do you like over 1.5 plus 220? I think late opponent, maybe fill him out, or is he just fucking like, I'm just better and just steamroll him?
Oh, I don't know. It's not going to be like when he was in Australia with the whole home crowd behind him. He might not.
Why not? We can't get a fill out round. You never know.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was saying Jack Della in the second, but I just don't know if it'll be like.
So here's the thing: if it gets out of the first, I like my chances. Typically, if it doesn't end in the first, it's not ending. I would say typically. So if I see over 1.5 or plus 220, I kind of got to take it because I don't know. I mean, again, JDM could just come and steamroll him and finish him. It's International Fight Week and fucking move on. But I don't know. Maybe I'll take a chance that maybe he has a fill out round and comes back and beats him end of round 2 or early round 3. So I'll JDM to win. Give me over 1.5 plus 220.
Oh yeah, I was watching Izzy and Hooker do their preview show for 290. I'm not gonna lie, I think it'd be dumb to not hear what the best fighters in the world have to say about it.
Yeah,
if we're trying to really make money and make money for y'all. And he was also mentioning that Jack Della, he likes to kind of calculate, get his range a little bit, like a Peter Yan type thing or an Izzy type thing a little bit, likes to find that range. And as soon as he finds it, he just has the other guy in hell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a good chance that first round is a range finding round. It's going to be a matter of how quickly he finds the range that he wants to knock that guy out at.
Definitely. Our next fight, farewell retirement fight, Robbie Ruthless Lawler versus Nico Price. Lawler coming in at plus 175, Nico Price minus 230, over 2.5 plus 135, under 2.5 minus 165. I personally, retirement fight not. Like, I like Robbie Lawler here. I said that earlier. I've already locked my bet in for Robbie Lawler. I think he wins the fight. You don't think so? You mentioned at the press conference that you think he's going to get knocked out.
Hey, yeah, I did say it. Hey, I love Robbie Lawler. I respect him. Watched his second fight with Rory McDonald last week. I was showing some people that were, on the fence, MMA fans. I was like, what's a good one I can show these guys? That was the one that came to my head.
Not Izzy versus Pereira?
Everyone's seen that. They'd seen that. But I was trying to
show it to him again.
Facts. The second one?
Yes.
But, yeah, I know. Nico Price, he is coming off of a TKO loss against Phil Rowe where he didn't look amazing, kind of just got beat everywhere. But Phil Rowe is much more in his prime than Robbie Lawler is. I think this is a lot more even matchup in terms of where they are in their career currently. They're also just two guys that have given a lot to this organization. They're brawlers. They're fan favorite fighters. This is in my top 3 for fight of the night.
Okay.
And I know that's crazy. There's a lot of.
So do you like over 2.5 rounds for plus 130?
I like Nico Price inside the distance.
Oh, so you think that's why? So they're going to give away a fight of the night on Lawler's retirement night, even if he loses?
Like a brawl. Like, it'll be a great fight. I could see it being like a brawl, barn burner. Nico gets him out.
I feel it. I got you. And now we get to the main card, kicking it off. Bo Nickel versus Val Woodburn coming in on how many days notice?
Not many. Respect to Big Val.
Yeah, facts. Respect to Big Val. 7-0, making his debut versus Bo Nickel. I mean, not much to say here. Bo Nickel's gonna close possibly minus 3,000. I personally don't like. Bo Nickel's gonna win and move on. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
even think you can get good value on a method.
No, I think Bo in the first is probably like damn near minus 1,000 based off of what this is.
Yeah.
But,
okay, so let me ask you this. Any chance it gets to the second?
I mean,
any chance the second round starts? Like, forget the over under.
Yeah.
Any chance the second round starts?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a chance if Val's able to defend a takedown, because I'm still sticking by my claim that in Bo Nickal's last fight, what's the guy's name? I'm blanking. Bo Nickel beat in his last fight. Anyway, he needed him in the balls. And that was why he got
Jamie Pickett.
Jamie Pickett had Jamie Pickett had initially stuffed that takedown, and Bo was just kind of in a Colby Covington position. How Colby spends a lot of his time just like
cross sniffing.
Yeah, exactly. And then Bo got him in the nuts. Pickett started to he obviously fell. The ref even started to jump in, and then Bo's transitions are just so damn fast that the ref didn't have a chance to do anything. So, yeah. I do think this one could go to the second round. What are the odds for over half a round on this guy?
I don't have over half a round. I have over 1.5, and that is over 1.5 rounds is plus 325. I
might put a little on that just to make that fight really fun for me.
I feel it.
Because what did you say when I said I might put $10 on Woodburn money line?
I said just give me the 10 and I'll fucking go throw a hand on roulette or something. If you're gonna bet it, there's no, I don't know. I mean, and this could be a clip that we fucking hot take later and go viral, but I just don't think there's a chance that Val wins. There's no chance he wins. The only way the way to bet this is find a round if you think it's gonna go over or under. Under half a round, and you take over 1 round.
Yeah, there was a funny moment in the press conference when Bo was like, "Hey, thank you for taking this fight." He was giving him his respect for taking it. Val said, "Respect, man. It's gonna be a war." And Bo said, "I don't know if it's gonna be a war."
Yeah.
Damn, that dude.
And it's the same kind of like we said for JDM. Does Bo get a fill out round? But I feel like JDM needs more fill out than Bo. Bo's just gonna wrestle. Bo is just whether if he's fighting whoever he's fighting, it doesn't change. He's shooting for a takedown.
Yeah, maybe Bo throws 1-1-2 before he shoots for a takedown, just to bait the guy in to stand up a little bit. But I don't think he needs a whole feel out round to find the range.
And here is where it gets real interesting.
Can I give a hot take real quick?
Go ahead.
This is another prelims card. That's better than the main card of UFC 289.
The prelim?
The prelim.
Just because Yasmin, those three, oh, fuck. Minfield Crew, Yasmin, Howard, JDM, and Lawler. Yeah, that's that right there.
Yeah.
And Karen, yeah. The prelims is a fight night.
Prelims is a solid.
Really great
fight night. I would not be mad
prelims is a really, that wouldn't even be a fight night because it'd be too stacked.
Yeah, Robbie Lawler and Nico Price is the main event on that. That would have to be a city. That would have to be Orlando, something like that.
Our next fight, we have Jalen the Tarantula Turner versus Dan the Hangman Hooker. Jalen Turner minus 280, Dan Hooker plus 230. I do actually have an official bet for this one, but you can go ahead and you can give your breakdown on that one, what you think.
Yeah, so great fight. 2 big lightweights. They both look big up on the stage. I don't know how Hooker went down to 145. I felt like it was more likely he'd move up to 170 if anything, but we saw that didn't work out, obviously. I'm a big Hooker fan. I've also been a big Turner fan ever since he started to make his rise. I know he's been taking out your CKB guys, and I kind of feel like
one guy.
CKB guy.
Okay, so I do like Jalen Turner to win. Sadly, I think he's going to go 2-0 against CKB. I do like here. My official bet is over 1.5 minus 125. I think Dan's good enough to maybe get it to a decision, but I think he can for sure survive the first and then half the second. I think Dan's too smart and too skilled, too experienced to just lose in the first. So yeah, I mean, I definitely like Jalen Turner to win. I might throw him in a parlay, but I definitely like over 1.5 rounds here.
Could you find for me what Jalen Turner by submission would be? Because I'm not gonna lie, that's just what crossed my head when I saw this fight. Even the first time it got scheduled, I was thinking Jalen Turner by submission just feels good. And when I've been feeling good about something for more than a couple weeks, you best believe that if I'm boots on the ground.
What does that mean, though? Like, just because you feel good about it, it's going to hit?
Yeah.
You have a good track record of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, no, probably not. But usually when I feel good about something, I end up crossing.
Jalen Turner by submission is plus 175.
that means Vegas doesn't think it's very crazy.
No, yeah, you're right.
It's probably the most likely method, right?
Yeah.
Out of all the.
Our next fight of the night, we have a title eliminator at middleweight. Robert the Reaper, Bobby Knuckles Whitaker, minus 380 versus Driscus Duplessis at plus 300. A lot of people think that Driscus here is out of his league. I definitely am one of them. I have been a strong believer and had a really great stance. Not great stance, but been on a stance that Robert Whitaker is the second best middleweight in the world by far. I truly believe that. If it wasn't for Israel Adesanya, he's the champion. So I don't think anyone's on that level other than him and Izzy. So I definitely like Robert Whitaker here. Obviously, I don't like that line. I'm trying to find here what I would like. And again, I talked about this earlier. So the thing is like the way Driscus fights is he's going to keep coming forward.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for Whitaker to like pick him apart for 3 rounds because I think the pace Driscus, he's just going to fucking like fall and he's just going to be tired and then puts him away because he's just stupid and going to continue to come and take punches. So I do like maybe a Robert Whitaker by knockout, which is plus 110. Maybe a Robert Whitaker by submission plus 1400, or Robert Whitaker by decision plus 185. But I definitely think he wins it. I definitely would throw a look at over 2.5 rounds possibly, but I mean it had to be a more value than. So let's see, Robert Whitaker by decisions plus 185. If we just bet the fight. Yeah, so if you're going to bet the over-under, I would just take Robert Whitaker over 2.5. To win by decision for plus 185 because over 2.5 is just plus 140.
Yeah, I don't think Driscus is winning unless his nose is really just different now and he's a completely different guy.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a sprinkle on Robert Whitaker by submission plus 1,400.
Whoa. Hey, I got a pop quiz question for you.
Okay.
When was the last time Robert Whitaker got a finish?
Not. So it has to be before he fought Izzy the first time.
That was in 2022.
So.
Oh, wait. No, that was in 2019. I'm sorry.
So can I say 2020?
Shit. The Izzy fight was in 19.
Oh, so in fucking 18?
2017 against Ronaldo Souza was the last time that Robert Whitaker got a finish in the UFC. And you know what's crazy?
Looks like we're locking in Whitaker plus 35 by decision right now.
Everyone was hating on Izzy for not finishing fights.
Yeah, be fair, huh?
Yeah, I never heard anyone say anything to Whitaker. I'm not going to hit on Whitaker for it, but I don't know. I think we just have to keep the same standard for everybody. Oh, the glare's a little bad, but Dime's fired live on the pod.
Whitaker by decision.
I'm gonna feel so bad if he wins by submission.
No, I'll throw some on that too. I'll throw some on that too.
Get a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I was telling people before I actually thought about it logically? I was gonna add up the whole expenses of this trip, and then do the math and figure out what I would need to put on Whitaker money line to pay for the trip.
You wouldn't have that though after we've spent all the money already though. You know what I'm saying?
Savings.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That I would feel like such a genius if it worked, but if it didn't work, I don't know if I'd ever come back.
That's the most like reasonable line.
Yeah.
Out of like the favorites.
Like what is it right now? 100.
Yeah.
So let's.
You could also throw like. Nah, I don't really know what you could throw. Maybe like JDM to like help spice it up like a little bit, but not much. Yeah.
Because say I spend $800 on the trip.
Yeah.
$3,200 on Whitaker.
Yeah. I just locked in Whitaker by submission plus 1,400.
So if Whitaker wins this fight, as long as it's not by a TKO, you're good.
Yeah. I'll be sick if he fucking wins. And
I like that.
When's the last time he got a submission win? That's the real question.
Oh boy, let me see. Also, a little middleweight talk because
fucking 2011.
Shit. Hey, but he's been getting better on the ground.
Yeah.
But
like that's the thing though is like. The wrestling is he can take Driscus down whenever he wants, but like I think he's a better striker than Driscus.
Yeah.
So it's like what like
if anything, I'll do it just to like mix it up and wear him out and have Driscus worrying about everything.
If Robbie knocks him out, I'd be fucking sick.
I mean, with a head kick or some shit,
bro. I think
there's more of a chance of a TKO than a sub. but like a club and sub for the money, for the value.
Yeah.
Also, a quick middleweight question. This came into my head when they were talking about how we were about to hear a big announcement.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, are they going to talk about who Hamzat's going to fight?
Yeah.
What do we do with that guy? I threw Cannonier out there. That was very popular.
It was not at all. No, I mean, Cannonier's just boring. Like, that's not.
Bro, his last fight was not boring, though.
But, like, bro, like, Hamzat takes him down and wins in 30 seconds. If we're being real. Yes or no? Yes.
Bro, Cannonier.
I'm just not a big Cannonier guy because of what happened this time last year. So, like, it's not like.
He's so much bigger than. I just think back to Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
I think, bro, if Gilbert Burns can, like, damn near fight an even fight with Hamzat, then there's no way that those middleweights have nothing to offer him.
That's true. Makes sense.
I want to see him against one of those guys before, because I don't think he should get the title shot.
I wanted to see him against Whitaker.
You shouldn't get rewarded a title. Yeah, facts. Whitaker would have been elite.
That was the one to do.
You shouldn't get awarded a title shot for missing weight and having to move up.
No, I don't think he should get a title shot either. There's nothing I really like for him. Like, I'm over his shit.
If Whitaker wins this, there's no chance that they throw Hamzat in there over him. No, Whitaker gets it.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, it's just like
it's in Australia, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Owen, I just don't like the 0-2, but he has earned his way back up, and Izzy's the only guy he's lost to. So,
if Max Holloway gets the shot, so does
fair is fair. Yeah, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess Whitaker was a champ.
Yeah,
he wasn't quite as.
And I would think. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, the Holloway fights were close, but
that's the thing. Yeah,
but I think every Whitaker and Izzy fight's been close, besides the knockout.
Yeah, the second one was close. Yeah, Whitaker definitely showed that he had made steps in the right direction to compete more with Izzy.
Yeah.
Or it might have been a fact of Izzy just not taking as many risks. Because he was standing in the pocket a lot in that first one and just trading with him.
Yeah. And now here we go. The co-main event of the evening. We have two Mexicans next, back to back. We kick it off with the flyweight title. Brendan Moreno at -210 versus Alexandre Pantoja at +175. The second fight, technically between the two, but the third, if we're being,
this is the third fight.
It's the third time they've been locked in a cage together.
Yeah.
Pantoja is 2-0. A lot of people don't know about Pantoja. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people like, oh, they've already fought. Oh, Pantoja already beat him. Like, damn, like it's hard to believe. You know, you don't really think about it because you think about it like if he beat him and you look at Pantoja's record, still good. Like, what the fuck happened to him? Why didn't he get his title shots? Whatever. But I am kind of I don't know why I say I'm torn here. I know what I like. I know what I'm gonna bet. It sucks to say. I think I have to bet Alexander Pantoja.
Dude, I'm torn as hell, but it makes too much sense. I don't think we've ever seen a time where the guy that's 2-0 against another fighter is an underdog by a decent amount?
No, it's
weird. I mean, I guess the fact that Moreno's grappling has definitely gotten
the first Ultimate Fighter fight, we can cancel that. We can scratch that. But I just think that last fight has to matter. It was total dominance.
It does look like just a styles make fights type of thing where maybe Pantoja isn't necessarily a better fighter, like black and white, just better. But he might just stylistically beat him almost every time.
Yeah.
But people said that about Izzy and Pereira also. But those fights were close, and we've talked about that a million times. Y'all know our thoughts on that.
But like, I don't know. I obviously I want Moreno to win. I think that the arena would go absolutely ballistic if he does win. But yeah, I mean, I just think you have someone that's 2-0 against somebody, and you see it +175. Why not?
Yeah, no, that's my exact thought, and I don't want to bet against Moreno because I don't even know if I'll be rooting for Pantoja during the fight because you know how you really don't know until the bell rings.
I for sure Hey, this is a win-win for me. I bet money on Pantoja, I win money, or Moreno wins and Moreno wins.
You win happiness.
One of those. Yep, one of those for me.
Come on.
So you got official play.
Official play, Pantoja mine. It just makes I don't know. There's no reason to get picky with it. You could do submission, but there's a little no reason.
Yeah, don't do all that. Yep. Here we go. The main event of the evening.
We're gonna see Bruce screaming that shit live. We're gonna see Bruce. Was he at San Diego or was it Martinez?
No, it was Martinez.
He's good too.
Yeah, Martinez is cool.
Yeah. Bro, we got Rogan, DC, and Anik on the call. The big three. We got fighters up. We just got a lot of fighters here. It feels like half the roster might be in the city right now. And to cap it all off, is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, versus the electric, magical striker out of Mexico, Yair El Pantera Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
The Unify. Oh, this magazine had a fire slogan for the fight. I was going to say it on the pod. I already forgot it.
Oh, you.
It's on the back. I don't know. There's something about the fight to unite.
Oh shit, that's tough. Ooh. Yeah, we saw those dudes in person. My take on it is, and I don't know. I try not to do this when it's guys like Volk, when it's guys like John Jones. Like, I try not to get caught up in like the other guy because Volk is who he is, and that's why he is who he is. So like, I try not to get caught up in like how good Yair is, which Yair is really good. He's super technical. He's unorthodox. Like he looks like the type of guy if you're like, he's a fucking MMA fighter, he should be the champion. Like, that's just how he looks. Yeah. And then you look at Volk, and Volk's not flashy. Volk just goes in there and gets the job done. But it's like, you look at Yair, how fucking fast he kicks, how fucking
powerful too.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck, like, how does he not win? But then, so like, that's why I try not to get caught up in it. Yeah, I don't have a play. I like Volk to win. I do think we see Volk utilize a lot of wrestling. I think that could be, when if Yair starts out quick or starts, chopping out those legs or chopping out those arms, even when going to the body kicks and Volk blocks. Yeah, I mean, but it's just, we can't keep counting. I'm not even gonna say we can't keep doing it because I'm not doing it, but you just, until Volk shows you otherwise, you just can't go against it.
Yeah, you can't like see that plus money and just be like, yeah, I did it with Max. I felt the pain for it, and I haven't done it since. But I do have to say, Volk, he got dropped by a head kick with against Max in their second fight, maybe even the first one as well. And then Ortega also clipped him. Islam clipped him a couple times, which makes you think Yair could probably
watch out for the head kick.
Yeah, a somersault head kick, and it's some weird shit. You never know with Yair. Switch knees, one of those kicks where he jumps up and acts like he's thrown to the body, and the next thing you know, his other leg's going right at your shin or your chin. Yeah, but with all that said, I still like Volk to win, probably by decision, utilizing the wrestling, like you said. I think Volk even said it on an interview that that is no secret. He plans on using his grappling this fight. He's not just going to stand and bang with him.
Yeah,
which is smart.
Yeah.
Yair in the first. I mean, Yair's cardio is pretty fucking good too. So I think he'll be dangerous all the way until the last, like until the 25th minute. It's the more you think about it and the more you break it down, bro. Like, it's fucking a good ass fight. If I was someone that didn't like Volkanovski, I think it would be logical to bet on Yair in this one. Just plus 400 for how dangerous he is. Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to win, but it's just a great value. Yeah, it's a lot of, like, we talked about this card. There's a lot of, like, value. Like, Pantoja's great value. Yair's great value. Dan Hooker's great value. Lawler's good value. Denise Gomez is good value. So there's a lot of, like, but then I talked about with him earlier is, like, you can do all the right plays and the value plays and look up in your 0-4 because the favorites very well could, like, just dominate. Mm-hmm. So it's, like, it's just hard to say. My opinion is just fucking enjoy the fights. Dude, these are going to be the most enjoyable fights of the year. One of, in my opinion. Yeah, a little bummed when we saw the odds just because nothing stuck. I think we both said it plenty of times. Nothing really stuck out to us, and we were both probably trying to force it a little bit. But I think we have some really good bets going into Saturday.
Sir.
I got to stop saying tomorrow. I'm confident. We're about to go down to the tables right now. Eric don't know, but we're going to go hit the tables, win some money on blackjack, throw some money on some plays while we're there. That's all I got. That's all I got. Hope y'all enjoy the fights. If you're in Vegas, we'll be here. Come find us. Let's play some blackjack. Come on. Doses.